Come on in the room, honey. Let's get this party started. Now, we got some information here. Now, I know y'all have heard the rumors about Mendeecees and his alleged infidelity. Honey, it has spilled out again, except for this time, it almost ends in a brawl when Mendeecees is allegedly caught with some woman that has a husband. Y'all, let's get into it.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Now, listen here. Word on the street is that Mendeecees, I don't even know if Mendeecees is actually getting caught because it seemed like he's out here just doing whatever it is that him and Yandy does. Because, I mean, come on, this has been stated all throughout um, Atlanta. I mean, Yandy done moved her man down here. Where she thought she was moving him to, honey. Y'all should have stayed in New York because, honey, that's what they do down here. But I don't know what type of relationship Yandy and Mendeecees have. But what I'm learning is that possibly they have some kind of open relationship because Mendeecees is allegedly out in these spots with these women and certain women, in particular married, particular women, including married women, and it don't seem like he's hiding it. So it seems like maybe him and Yandy just have an open type of situation, whatever that is, because I don't believe that this is a secret. And also, you guys will learn later on, I believe tonight on Love and Hip Hop, that Yandy is going to admit to cheating on Mendeecees. So it seemed like this is how they, they just living their life. Honey, I guess it's cheaper to keep her. Yandy done built these businesses and everything, and she's probably feeling it's cheaper to keep him. That he's a house husband and all. So let's get into what actually happened. Now, Ciara Glam Shop is stating that she ran into Mendeecees and somehow he allegedly a brawl ensued. It's pretty much what she said. And she said people could have been pew pew pow pow, and it could have got real ugly, according to what Ciara is saying. And I'm like, y'all loving hip hop people need to stay away from the pow pows with, with what's going on with Rashida and her sons. And now this is just too crazy. But let's get into what Ciara is saying.
Always mind the business that paid me. That's why every time I see Mendeecees out with girl, what's the girl name? Angie, that's married at MTK, and I seen them a few other places. And I got pictures too. I usually just mind my business, but tonight you really tried it. I told you not. How you gonna want to be a cheater and be scared that your husband gonna find out? You just created so much commotion tonight. Somebody could have ended up shot. Somebody could have ended up in jail. It was so much. Because one thing about it, it was 4 big ass security. Baby, one thing about it, I'm standing beside mine. I'm a businesswoman. I know God's still working on me. But when it comes down to my husband, this one right here especially, I love him for real. And it ain't even going down. And when a big light-skinned security really came at him, he really knocked his ass down. And I came right behind him. But then this other dark-skinned security came up behind him, trying to choke him. Y'all listen. You didn't want it to get out so bad about you and Mendeecees. And I got the screenshots, and I'm about to post them. Because Mendeecees was like, oh, her husband she don't want her husband to find out. And I kept it cool because I really don't get in dick and coochie business. And I minded mine, but he kept getting my business about Eric. And it was cool tonight. The only thing I told you was get out my face lying. I told you to get out my face lying. And then you gonna come back and bring Eric with them wide ass hips and somebody else like they gonna do something. This our city. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with me or my nigga at all. They not. They're not. Angie, Mendeecees, Yandy, get away from them.
Now, y'all, that's crazy. What y'all hearing in the background, it appears to be Sierra's husband, her new husband now. She done been through this marriage thing a few times. I'm not trying to keep up. But what she's saying is they ran into Mendeecees again with some girl named Angie, who is supposed to be married. Sierra is saying she has saw Mendeecees with this woman a few times, but it looks like something ensued with regards to a brawl because Mendeecees did not want her taking pictures, a video, whatever it was she was doing. Mendeecees was like, no, whoever this woman is married, which is so crazy because ain't he married too? So at this point, Mendeecees is out living his life, doing what he does. And like I was saying to y'all, you're going to find out on Love and Hip Hop that Yandy is going to say she was cheating, which is very crazy because, okay, Yandy, thank you for telling us. So you're saying Mendeecees wasn't? So it's kind of crazy that, Yandy is now going to own the part of her cheating. Does Mendeecees own anything? Because in all honesty, we never really saw Yandy with anybody. However, one of her friends, that male guy, did come out and say that Yandy had taken him on vacation and that she was with some guy. And it seemed that his guy thought he was with a guy, but it was actually Yandy. And he said him and Yandy ended up falling out because he wanted Yandy to tell his boyfriend that he was actually with her and that she was actually cheating, which Yandy refused to do. And the guy just got mad and kind of came out and just told it all. But again, what y'all gonna learn on Love and Hip Hop is that Yandy is going to come out and say, yes, I was cheating on him. My friend was right, allegedly. But now a whole entire twist to this situation is that Sierra is saying, listen, I done saw Mendeecees multiple times, which is very interesting because Sierra has this relationship with Rashida. So was Sierra the one that was going back telling Rashida all of these different things about Mendeecees and Yandy, or does Rashida have the information that she says that she knows? Is this really firsthand from her own sources, or is this information that Sierra has told her? Because Sierra said, listen, I done saw him with this woman right here multiple times. Angie, the married Angie. I have no idea who this lady is, but keep in mind, there's been so many different women that they allege to say that Mendeecees has been with. Everybody just can't be making this shit up, okay? Everybody cannot be making it up. It seems like they, in fact, have some kind of open marriage situation. It's cheaper to keep her, but maybe in this situation, it's cheaper to keep him. Again, we know Yandy did this 𝐬𝐮𝐬 skincare. They've done a restaurant, and I think they even have a men's line. So listen, Mendeecees is going to ride this wave and stay married and do whatever he does on the side. And y'all keep in mind too, if y'all recall, I did a video on this a few seasons back when Mendeecees was complaining, and I told y'all, I said, this is what's going to happen. I saw it coming. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Got the scoop on lock, spilling all the tea while it's still hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop.